Hi, I'm Leah.
And I'm Deveter, and you're listening to
Let's Chat. Hey, Mommy.
Hey, Leah.
How's it going?
Well.
That's wonderful. Okay.
I used your line.
Yes.
You usually say, well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what are you going to talk about today?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, we're going to talk about originality in media and stuff.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Okay, cool.
What is originality?
So, according to Google, originality is the ability to think independently and creatively.
Okay.
So, in the media.
Right?
When I say media, I'm talking about, like, movies, like Disney movies, especially, like Disney Channel original movies.
Okay.
And, like, TV shows and stuff like that. And when you think of a coming of age, like movie, show, whatever, because that's mainly what I watch, what do you think of? Like, how do you think they go?
What do you mean? Like a sitcom type of thing, or a movie, or like
a movie? Let's go with the movie.
So it could be a girl turns another age and she's in school and it's about school and her challenges in school, and maybe something about boys, and maybe a best friend that stopped talking to her for some reason and trying to come to grips with that and that kind of stuff.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
So it's always... I know a lot of movies and shows that start off with the I'm the new girl, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I have never been to the school, and then it always has a parent dying, getting divorced. We never have together parents. No.
Never have together parents.
Never. It's unheard of.
That's very interesting and quite profound, because you find that also in Disney movies. Like, the majority of Disney movies, at least one parent is dead or missing, or like in Toy Story, we never hear about the father. Like, where is the father?
He's just not there.
He's just not there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so that's in the majority of coming of age things, and it's just like we want to see something different. And sometimes it also happens with, like, the love thingies, like she's new and he's not, and he's popular and stuff, and she really likes him, and then just one magical day we like each other. And that's how it goes. And it's a whole long story. And then they always do another movie about the same thing. So it's just like, hey, let's think of something new. Let's put something new together.
So if you were working for one of these companies, what would an original idea be, you think?
I think, well, I have to think about it.
Okay.
But I think something different along the lines of I'm new. Like, this person can be going to the school, like, for quite a while. Like, they've always lived here. They're not new, but, like, and they're not popular, but they're not, like, a nobody. Like, they're kind of just there. It's just, like, finding themselves. But in a new way.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of good. If you are a movie or television director out there and you hear that idea,
pay me. Give me my money. Yeah.
There might be something there. So along those same lines, I understand what you mean. Like, in television, the same story is being told over and over again. There's no real originality to it. So I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. But I also think that it is not just in media, but it's also, social media. Like, there's no there is some originality, but a lot of people are doing the same things.
Yeah, and it's just coming back.
Yeah, it's like nothing new. The Bible does say that there's nothing new under the sun. Yes, Bible, always.
Okay.
Always Bible. Hashtag Go Bible.
Got you.
Okay. So there is nothing new under the sun, right? But there are different ways that you can present things. Like, this podcast is not new. There are plenty of mother-daughter podcasts, but our perspective is a different perspective, and our delivery is a different type of delivery. So that makes it new and, in my opinion, original.
Yeah.
So what other things are you like, oh my God, can they be original?
With some books,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know how I love my romantic books and
Yes,
they
you
just fall in love together. That's the life. Let's not get into that.
Okay.
But with my books, it's just like, it's kind of like the same thing, but just a different way of it being told. And I feel like that's with everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, we can think of something a little bit newer.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a word?
Newer.
Okay.
It could be.
Yeah, let's make that a
Something
thing.
more
2021.
newer.
Yeah.
Let's make something newer.
Yeah.
More new.
Yes.
Yeah.
And things like that. Just like some books,
Mm-hmm.
TV shows, movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something new.
No, I agree. I already said that I agree with you, but I also in entertainment, it's so annoying with all these remakes.
Yes.
Like, I went
Heavy
to a college where there were super talented people, filmmakers, who were coming up with these original scripts and, talented actors and things like that. And it's like, why can't we go to those people and find something new to present as opposed to making another Fast and Furious? Like, why is
like
there
20?
Fast and Furious 9 coming out? Like,
Why are there 9 of them?
I don't know. It's like, why?
Again, with the remakes and stuff, are like additional stories. The other day, I was like saying goodnight to fathering, and he was watching Jurassic Park, but like there's another one.
Yes.
And I was like, isn't it the same thing?
I guess that in entertainment, when they feel like they've been successful with something, instead of just letting it die, they just let it keep going on and on and on. Like, they just keep doing it over and over and over again. I mean, there are a lot of people who love Star Wars, and that's another one. Like, they went backwards to make prequels of things that had already... It's like, what? Yeah.
Never watching it.
And it's interesting because they're also making things for a newer generation. So there's newer technology, newer CGI, newer, like King Kong and Godzilla. They redid that because, they came out in like the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
But you would never watch anything from the 40s or 50s, but you might watch something from 20.
Not happening.
Okay.
Same thing with the Star Wars and the Harry Potters. No matter how bad it gets. I said this all quarantine. No matter how bad it gets, I'm never watching them.
Never?
Or reading them. No.
You're not interested? Is it because of the story?
It's too long.
Oh, it's too long.
And why are there so many? No.
It's a series, Leah.
No. I can do like 4 movies, but maybe not.
No. Okay, that's interesting. And do you think it's because it's not an original story that it's too much for you, or?
No. I also do this with like the Avengers and stuff. Like, I've only watched 3 movies and then watched Endgame and called it a day. I did not know what was going on. I did not watch Infinity War. I just went in and was like, okay, this is fun. This is great. We're all here together. And it's just like, who has the time to watch it all in order?
People.
Not me.
Okay. So that's just not your thing. But what if it was the life story of Tyler the Creator?
I'd watch it from start to finish.
Multiple times.
I would be the first one there to see it.
You really like Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
My goodness. So let's talk about originality in music. So do you think that he's original?
Yes and no. It's a confusing thing because can you really be original in music, like something that's been going on for so long? And like, I know some people get mad at like people who sample and stuff like that, but it kind of adds more to the music, and it's just interesting to see how they flip it and make it their own and new.
They make it their own and newer.
Yeah, they make it newer. Yeah. It's just like hearing a song that came out this year, having another song that came out like 20 years ago, like 40 years ago. It's just like, that's really cool. And like seeing how the producers or whatever just tried or made it like different, slowed it down, like did whatever for it to sound good, and just, it's chill. Yeah.
I mean, I think that using something, I'm always telling people, don't reinvent the wheel. Like, the wheel has already been invented, just make the wheel better, right? So, with tires, they make tires better. They're not reinventing the process or the product. They're just trying to make it better. So I think in entertainment, that's what they're aspiring to do. Like, the story has already been written, but their goal is to make that same story better with the use of technology. And the same thing goes for music. So I don't think we can really hate too much on quote unquote originality, but I will take it out of the entertainment genre and say, as an individual, how do you remain original?
That's a hard thing too.
Okay.
Because as an individual, right, all you're doing is looking, seeing what other people are doing, and you're always like, oh, I want to do that. That seems really cool. That person is doing like wonderful things, like with fashion. The lip lining thingy is coming back.
Lord have mercy. I just don't even understand it. I don't understand it. I don't do makeup, but that is one style that I never liked. I'm like, why do I need to outline my lips black?
Yeah, then just fill it in and then do the gloss and call it a day. Yeah, and a lot of the 90s, 2000 looks are coming back, and it's just like, okay, what are we going to do new with it? Are we just going to do like the same exact thing? And seeing it now, they're making it like modern, I guess. And like, this is vintage 2021. Like, it's not vintage, but yes. It's just like, okay, what else? Like, that's it. But I also see people doing new things with clothes, piecing new things together. And it's always like, oh my gosh, that's so ugly. No one would ever wear it. And they're the first ones to buy it. Right. So they can be different. Right. And it's just like, yeah, that works. But don't hate on it when it first comes out. So you can like really see the, like,
originality of it. I think that people are always on a quest to be different, right? So you might see a style that somebody has and you're like, hey, I like that style. And you might not take the entire thing, but you might take a piece here and a piece there and make it your own. And I think that's original. Yeah. For me, I crochet, right? So I might read a pattern for something, but the way I crochet is not going to come out the same way that somebody else crochets because of my tension, because of the colors I choose. It's going to make it look different and quote unquote original. Yeah. So I think, there's a lot that can be said for originality, but what I will say is that you as an individual, there's only one Leah Simone.
I am original. Okay.
Yes, you are an original.
Yeah. Hamilton. Always comes back.
Always. Just like I am the only Deveter Lane Brown. I'm an original, and when God made me, he broke the molds, as he did with you. So continue to be the original, authentic you. Try not to be persuaded or change who you are based on who you're around. Always be yourself. Be your authentic self. Be true to yourself. Be true to who you are. And as you get older, you're going to constantly change, right? This year, you might like monotone colors. Next year, you might like big, bright, bold colors. You never know.
When I said that, monochrome.
What did I say?
Monotone.
Oh,
I don't like dark colors. I want a completely same color.
You get so excited about clothes now.
I'm so excited.
Okay.
I just need more money.
Yeah. Y'all hear that? We need a sponsor for Let's Chat. Yeah. Yeah. Hit us up. Let us know you want a sponsor. We'll give you a shout out.
Yes.
Some product placement and pictures and stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, so originality, it definitely is important. And I think that everybody should aim to be as original as possible, with whatever it is that you do.
Yes. I totally agree.
Totally agree.
Wonderful.
Cool. Well, thanks for chatting with us today, Leah.
You're welcome. I don't. This is our podcast, so
it's when I say us, I mean the people listening.
Oh yeah, sorry guys.
Thanks, people, for chatting. Yeah, listening to.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks so much for listening. This has been another fun edition of Let's Chat with Leah and Deveter. You can always reach us on social media. We're on Instagram
at Let's Chat _podcast
and Twitter
at Let's Chat _podcast.
And you can find us on YouTube. Let's Chat with Leah and Deveter. Thanks so much for listening. Bye-bye.